Harris is really painful. I mean, can you imagine having 4 years of this woman talking to us? You ought to have seen her. She went to go this high school thing and talked to a bunch of high schoolers about how great they are and they're leaders and, you know, team building and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, wait a second, like, is she talking to kindergartners or is she talking to high schoolers? It's how she thinks of you. It's how she thinks of Americans. She talks down to everyone because she thinks everyone's so damn stupid and she's got all the answers. Listen to her here.
Our country is counting on you. All of you. You are leaders. By the very fact that you all are here in this room, doing what you do at this incredible school, doing it as one big team, understanding all of the different parts that fit together to create a team.
Whoo, you got it? You know, those high schoolers had to have been like, wow. Did they like put Dr. Jill in her body? That's how it felt. It reminded me of those times when Jill was trying to talk to us like we were little kids. You know, Dr. Jill, the big teacher. This was Kamala Harris, the teacher, trying to school those students. I mean, I'm surprised we didn't get a dose of this.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
I just don't think she's a serious person. I think that's the problem. She's off running off to LA to her fancy parties and hanging out with Julia Roberts and George Clooney and Bob Iger, CEO of Disney. And she's not serious about actually doing the hard work that it would require to address the issue of our border, to address the issue of inflation, to try and promote some kind of peace in the world, for goodness sakes. She's had 3.5 years, thank you very much. She doesn't want to be tethered to Joe Biden. I'm sorry, you were in the administration as his vice president for 3.5 years. She was so proud of telling us how she was the last person in the room when we were pulling out of Afghanistan. Okay, lady, you're the last person. And now they're trying to say, no. That wasn't her. Like, that wasn't all. She was just supporting Joe Biden. I'm sorry. You know what? You got to take a little bit of blame here, lady. And I would just say this. Her policies are even worse. Far worse. And Joe Biden never really dreamed of quite doing. I mean, maybe he was your grandfather's Democrat. This woman's cut from a whole new cloth. This is like Barack Obama on steroids. This is socialism on steroids. This is... And when you consider all that they have done to suppress other viewpoints like yours truly right here, important for you to subscribe. Please do that. Share, like, hit the bell so you know when I'm live. Listen, they are doing everything they can to promote one view. They are telling you over and over again, she's way ahead. It's like a giant psych op, for God's sakes. And no, she's not. Because here's the truth, okay? Here's the truth. 47.3% probability rate for Kamala Harris winning this whole thing and becoming the president. They're going to try everything they can. They got every trick in the book. But you know what? It's going to come down to you and you going out and vote and your friends going out and voting and not being demoralized the way they are trying to make you right now.